Hi students, welcome back. Let's begin with percentage. Now first, let's understand what is percentage. Percent means for every 100. Is that clear? Percent means for every 100. Now let's come straight to the exercise. As we're doing the exercise, I will explain to you how do we go about. Alright, so percent means out of 100 or per 100. Alright, so exercise, let's begin with exercise 9A, question 1. What does your question 1 say? Express each of the following as percent. Now children, when they ask you to find out the percentage, you are going to multiply it with 100. Is it clear? So, the first one is 3 upon 5. Alright? Now, I told you what we're going to do. You're going to multiply it with 100. So, it is 3 upon 5 into 100. So when I reduce, I get 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 0. So 3 twos are 60%. Is that clear? Now, suppose if I have, say let me do the fourth one. 3, 1 upon 4. Now, this is a mixed fraction. So what do you need to do first? You need to convert it into an improper fraction. 4 3s are 12 plus 1, 13 upon 4. Now convert this into percentage. 13 upon 4 into 100. When I reduce, what do I get children? 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 9, 10, 4 5s are 20. So when I multiply 25 into 13, I will get 325%. Is this clear? Have you understood? Let's move on to the next question. Alright, question 2. The question is the same. Express each of the following as percentage itself, but now we have decimals. Like for example, if you have the second one, 0.03. I told you, when you want percent, what should you do? You're going to multiply it with 100. So just take 3 children. You know 3 into 100 will give you 300. So write your answer 300. Now count the number of decimal places. 1, 2, 1, 2. So my answer is 3%. After the decimal, the zeros have no value here. Is that clear? Alright, let's do another sum. Say for example, you have 2.45. This is your fourth sum. So what do I do? 2.45 means 245 into 100. What do you get children? 245 and these two zeros. So let's write it. 24500. Count the number of decimal places. 1, 2, 1, 2. So my answer is 245%. Is this clear? Alright, now let's move on to question 3. Alright, now question 3 children. Express each of the following as percent. But we're doing question 3. Percent means you need to multiply into 100. So your first question says 5 is to 8. Now this is in the form of a ratio. So first what did you do? You had fraction, you converted it into a percentage, right? Then you had decimal, you converted it into percent. Now we have ratio and you're converting this into percent. Now you also know 5 is to 8 means 5 upon 8, isn't it? When you want percent, what will you do children? Multiply into 100. So 5 upon 8 into 100. 4 2s are 8, 4 2s are 8, 9, 10. 4 5s are 20. 25 5s are 125 upon 2. 2 6 are 12. 2 2s are 4, 5. So you will get 62, 1 upon 2%. 62, 1 upon 2%. Is this clear? Have you understood, children? So let's try the second sum. Alright, the second sum is 11 is to 18. Alright, now I've already repeated once before. 11 is to 18 also means 11 upon 18. When you want percent, what do you do, children? You will multiply into 100, isn't it? Now when I reduce, what do I get? 2 9s are 18, 2 5s are 10, 0. So what do I get? 11 5s are 55. Put this 0 upon 9. How do I convert this, children? So 9 6 are 54, 55. 9 1s are 9, 10 upon 9. So your answer is 61, 1 upon 9%. So have you all understood how to do? Let's move on to the next question. Alright, now let's move on to question 4. Now what does question 4 say, children? Express each of the following as a fraction. Now let's compare question 1, 2, 3 and the fourth one. Now your question 1, 2, 3 asked for express each of the following as percent, right? You had to find out percent. Like for example, it was 5. Suppose if you have a question, say 5. You had to find out the percent. When you want, like for example, 3 upon 5, you had to find out the percentage. So what do you do when you want percent? You multiply something with 100, right? And your answer, what you get, and then you put the sign of percentage, isn't it? Alright. Now they have given you percent and you have to express it as a fraction. So the first one says 24%. Now convert this into a fraction. What is the meaning of percent, children? I told you. Upon 100, isn't it? It is out of 100. So 24% means 24 upon 100. We never leave a fraction unless till you convert it into a simplest form. So let's convert this. 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 2 5s are 10, 0. 2 6 are 12, 2 2s are 4, 5, 1, 2 5s are 10. So your answer is 6 upon 25. Have you understood? So let's try another one. You have 12.5%. 12.5%. Children, be alert. First thing, I need to convert this mixed fraction into an improper fraction. 12 2s are 24. 25 upon 2%. Now, why did I write this percent? Because I haven't found my answer. I haven't changed anything. This was into a mixed fraction. All I did is converted it into an improper fraction. Now, you know, whenever there is a percent and you are converting it into a fraction, what is the meaning of this? 25 upon 2% means 25 upon 2% out of 100 upon 100. Always remember, upon also means divided by 100. If I say upon 100 also means divided by 100. So 25 upon 2, instead of saying upon 100, I will write it as divided by 100. Clear? What is my next step? Now this becomes 25 upon 2 divided by 100 becomes, when you multiply, this becomes your reciprocal, 1 upon 100. So when I reduce, what do I get? 25 1s are 25 4s are 100. So 1 upon 8. So I've converted this into a fraction. Have you all understood? Now, what does the third one say? Same thing. It is 6 2 upon 3%. So convert 6 3 is 18, 19, 20. 20 upon 3%. I'm not going to do it. So what is the meaning of 20 upon 3%? 20 upon 3 divided by 100. So you know how to do now. And next is 165%. So that will be 165 upon 100. Reduce it to your simplest form and that will give you your answer. Alright, now let's do question 5. The question is the same. Express as fraction. But now, earlier you had the whole numbers and fractions and you converted it to fraction by doing it into the lowest form. Now you have decimals. Now for example, let's do the second one. I have 0.05%. How are you going to convert this, children? Now what do you want it? Convert again as fraction. First, let's convert this itself. What is the meaning of 0.05? This means 0.05% when I remove becomes upon 100. Have you understood? When you're removing the percent means upon 100. Now, when I shift 1, 2, what do I do, children? I add 2 zeros, isn't it? So what do I get here? 005 means what? 5 upon 10,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. Correct? So then I reduce. 5 ones are 5, 5 twos are 10, 1, 2, 3. So my answer is 1 upon 2,000. Is this clear? Next, let us do another sum. For example, if I have, say, third one, 2.25%. Now, come on, say it with me. Let's do it. 2.25%. So, let me write 2.25. When I remove the percent, it will become upon 100. How many places I need to shift? 1, 2. So when I shift the decimal, I get 2 more zeros. Isn't it? So 225 upon 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 4s are 20, 21, 22. 5 5s are 25. 5 2s are 10. 1, 2, 3, 3 zeros. 5 9s are 45. 5 4s are 20, 0, 0. So the answer is 9 upon 400. I'm sure you've understood how to do these sums. Please continue, do the remaining sums, continue to do. We will move on to question 6. Alright, now let's do question 6. What does your question 6 say? Express as ratio. Now let's just recollect whatever we did so far from exercise 9a. Express each of the following as percent. When they ask you to find the percent, what do you do, children? I told you, multiply into 100. Irrespective, if they have given you a fraction, fraction multiplied by 100. If they have given you a decimal, decimal multiplied by 100. If they have given you a ratio, say for example 5:8, you also know 5:8 also means 5 upon 8. So you need to convert it into a percent. So what do you do? 5 upon 8 into 100, isn't it? So you know how to find out the percentage. Now, you were given percent and you were asked to convert into fraction. So what did you do? Whenever you have percent, like for example say 3%. What is the meaning of 3%? Percent means out of 100. So 3% means 3 out of 100, which also means 3 upon 100, which also means 3 divided by 100. Alright? Now let's come to question 6. Express each of the following as ratio. Now the first one given to you is 12%. Now you know 12% means 12 upon 100. When I reduce this, 4 3s are 12, 4 2s are 8, 9, 10, 4 5s are 20. Now this is in the form of a fraction? What do you want? Ratio. So my answer is 3 is to 25. Clear? Now, if I have second one, it says 3 upon 5%. Now children, I have told you, 3 upon 5% means what? 3 upon 5 upon 100 means divided by 100 upon 1. Correct? So, that will give me 3 upon 5. Divide becomes multiply. 100 upon 1 becomes 1 upon 100. So, what do I get? 3 upon 500. So, if I need to convert this into a ratio, what will it be? 3 is to 500. Isn't it? There's nothing I can reduce, so I leave it as it is. 3 is to 500. Next, if I have, say, 7.5%, 7.5%. Now what do I do, children? First, write as it is. 7.5% means upon 100. Now, if I shift my decimal place, when I shift one place, I will add a 0. So what do I get? 75 upon 1000. Let's reduce. 5 ones are 5, 6, 7. 5 5s are 25. 5 2s are 10 and 2 zeros. 5 3s are 15. 5 4s are 20. 0. So 3 upon 40 means 3 is to 40. Clear? Have you understood? Now let's move on to question 7. Alright, so now question 7. 25% of rupees 7. So what do I do? 25% means 25 upon 100. Right? Now we have already learned of means multiply. Isn't it? Rupees 7. Now children, you can either do it directly or let's convert first. You know 1 rupee is equal to 100 paisa. Correct? So 7 rupees will be 700 paisa. Isn't it? So into 700. Correct? So when I reduce, what do I get, children? These two zeros will get cancelled with these two. So 7 5s are 35, 7 2s are 14, 15, 16, 17. 175 paisa. Right? But my question here was with rupees. So you know when you want to convert rupee and paisa, 1 rupee is 100 paisa. 175 paisa will be how many rupees? So when you cross multiply, where there are two numbers, I multiply 175 into 1 divided by 100. So that will be 175 upon 100. 2 zeros, 1, 2. So my answer is 1.75. So what is the answer I get? Rupees 1.75. Children, you needn't do this. It's just that I wanted you to understand how you convert from paisa to rupee. If you know, you can directly do it. 1 rupee is 100. So 1.75. 1 rupee, 75 paisa is your answer. Now, next, let's move on to the second sum. 7.5% of rupees 40. Let's do it step by step. First thing, 7.5. When I convert, 2 7s are 14. This gives me 15 upon 2. Isn't it? So this is 15 upon 2% of rupees 40. Right? Now, what does 15 upon 2% mean? 15 upon 2% means upon 100, which also means divided by 100. When there's nothing, I will put it as 100 upon 1. Correct? So we finished it here. Next, off. Off means what? Multiply. Rupees 40 means 40 upon 1. So, Next step is 15 upon 2. Divide will become multiply. 100 upon 1 becomes 1 upon 100 into 40 upon 1. When I reduce, this 0 gets cancelled with this. What am I left with, children? 15 upon 2 into 1 upon 10 into 4 upon 1. So when I reduce, 2 1s are, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are, 2 5s are 10, 5 1s are, 5 3s are 15. So my answer is rupees 3. Alright, now let's do question 4. Question 7, let's do the fourth sum. Now the fourth sum says 8% of 5 kgs. Now children, it's always better to convert into grams because you find it easy to do your calculations. So you know 1 kg is 1000 grams. So 5 kg will be 5000 grams, correct? So 8% means 8 upon 100 of means multiply. So 5 kg I have converted to 5000 grams. Now we are doing it in grams. So these two zeros, this 0 gets cancelled with this. This 0 gets cancelled with this. So what do I get? 8 5s are 40. Put this 0. So I get it as 400 grams. But children, I was given in kgs. So how do I convert? Now you know kgs and grams. 1 kg is 1000 grams. So I have 400 grams. How do I convert it into kgs? 400 into 1 divided by 1000. Isn't it? Where there are two numbers, you multiply. Where there is a question mark, you will divide. So that is 400 divided by 1000. This 0 gets cancelled with this gets cancelled with this. So I get 4 upon 10. So it is 0.4 kgs. So your answer is 0.4 kgs. Clear? Alright, now let's start the fifth one. 62 upon 3% of 9 meters. Now 16 3s are 48. 48 plus 2, 50 upon 3% of 9 meters. Children, now you must be wondering, do I really need to convert or I need it? Let's check. Now you know 50 upon 3% means what? 50 upon 3 upon 100 means divided by 100. Of means multiply 9. Children, I can cancel 3 and 9. So I don't need to convert this into centimeters. So let me leave it as it is. So what do I get? 50 upon 3 into 1 upon 100 into 9. 9 means 9 upon 1. So when I reduce, 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9. This 0 gets cancelled with this. So what am I left with? 5 upon 1 into 1 upon 10 into 3 upon 1. 5 3s are 15 upon 10. 1 0, so I get 1.5 meter. Have you all understood? Is this clear? That's why I didn't want to convert this into centimeter. You can also convert into it or you can do it directly. Is this clear? Let's move on to the sixth sum. Alright, the sixth sum, children, is 6/1/4% of 1 hour 20 minutes. Alright, now see, both these are different, hour and minutes. Whenever you do a sum, you need to have both in the same unit. Now I know 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. So let me add both of these, children. 60 plus 20. So that gives me 80 minutes, isn't it? So let's rewrite your question first. 6/1/4% of 80 minutes. Understood? Now let's convert. 6/1/4. 6 4s are 24 plus 1, 25 upon 4% means divided by 100. Off means multiply. 80 upon 1. So I get 25 upon 4 into 1 upon 100 into 80 upon 1. Now, this 0 gets cancelled with this. I get 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are 25. Now, this 2 gets cancelled. 2 1s are 2 1s are 2. What am I left with? 5. So my answer is 5. Remember, we have converted everything into minutes. So my answer is 5 minutes. Clear?